In tonight's cover story, Facing the Music, singer-songwriter Ike Riley's been praised by the New York Times and author Stephen King, and he's been compared to music legends like Bob Dylan, but you might not have heard of his music until now.
Riley is the subject of a new documentary film. WGN's Mike Lowe goes in depth with Libertyville's philosophical rock and roller.
You can search the world for happiness.
I feel like I live in the world.
Only to find it where your feet are already planted.
You know, and I sleep in Libertyville. I'm waiting for Shane to get up here from the Clybourne station down in the city.
Libertyville's laureate of the lyric,
Shaney,
singer-songwriter Ike Riley,
how you doing?
knows that home
Good to see you.
is where your mom is.
I didn't leave town here, you know. My mother's here, she's 98. I see her every day. My grandkids live here, I see them.
Do you know the other day?
I also am not waiting for anything to happen.
While he was not waiting, a remarkable life is what happened to the 62-year-old singer. He's the frontman of the acclaimed band, the Ike Riley Assassination.
Ain't nothing in the world like money and time. Been waiting my whole life for my daddy to die.
Despite glowing reviews and passionate fans, he hasn't found commercial success that matches the scale of his talent.
You can't really wait for other people's approval.
At work in his suburban studio,
If I'm not out touring, I'm here, you know, working. Yeah.
he tinkered on his guitar, writing a song called At Least Another Day.
Give us more time, at least another day.
When do you know that you have a great song?
I've never known it.
The process of writing can be painstaking,
These hard times
but it can also be cleansing.
will get by. You know, I've got into this because it was cathartic for me as a human being, as a way to express myself. And I think everybody, you know, should have something like that, you know, where they're free of other people telling you what to do.
In a sense, he's talking about the freedom of finding his own voice.
How would you describe your own voice?
Terrible.
His vocals may be gruff and gravelly,
Well, take a little walk with me, honey, I'll show you a real friend.
but his words evoke emotion and conjure reality.
He said, breathe deep on me, honey. Let me smell that rum in your breath.
I remember talking with Rick Rubin about Ike Riley's work, and he said, you know, if that guy was 20 years old, he'd be a superstar. You know, it's just like it's one of those artists that in some way fell through the cracks. Yet while falling through the cracks commercially, he has created a lifetime body of work, which is very meaningful.
Riley's body of work is now the subject of a documentary film called Don't Turn Your Back on Friday Night.
Ike Riley and I are survivors of Libertyville, Illinois. He stayed and I got out.
One of the film's producers is Tom Morello, the legendary guitarist of Rage Against the Machine and Audio Slave.
Ike Riley to me is very much like Jimmy Stewart's character in It's a Wonderful Life. You know, he's someone who had a particular skill set and particular dreams to do a particular thing outside of his hometown, but ended up staying and writing a beautiful story for himself.
It's strange to see people enjoying your failure on film. Johnny Weekend's up again and singing.
Riley's career is not so much haunted by failure as it is animated by a question. Why has his music been overlooked?
You know, I don't feel overlooked as a human being. If you compare our commercial success to upper echelon of entertainers or whatever we are, I'm not up there.
For him, making music was never about making money. It was always an act of necessity, not ambition.
I'm ambitious when it comes to trying to spend time with my family.
He sees his children and his mom every day. She has an idea of how to boost his profile.
Well, I watched Jimmy Kimmel Live.
She loves Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
She's writing him a letter.
I'm going to write him a letter to tell him that he should look up my son.
He also spends time with his grandkids.
You like that?
But when he's alone, Riley rides like a rebel on the seat of his Honda through Libertyville's tree-lined streets. At lunchtime, he stops to see an old friend who runs the Green Room, a downtown Libertyville restaurant.
Hi, how are you?
It's one place he gets the rock star treatment, entering through the kitchen instead of the front door.
Are you going out?
No, I'll be here.
The Marquette theology major boils down a life of work to a life of meaning.
Everybody goes to some job every day and they keep going.
Riley's music draws on his past jobs. He worked as a gravedigger.
Lets you know that there's a finality to this. And there's also a lot of sorrow. Has affected how I live my life.
He also held a job as a downtown doorman at Chicago's Park Hyatt.
Have you been up here before?
No.
His blue-collar bones form the skeleton that supports and shapes his body of work.
I was just about 40 when my first album came out.
He had been singing for 2 decades before he landed a recording contract from a major label. He bought his family's dream home in Libertyville and then lost it. The film explores the album's commercial failure, Riley's financial difficulties,
Everybody got a drink?
and his struggles with alcohol.
I didn't think that the film was going to be so personal. It ended up being a really personal film.
Is it true what they said about Michael? I heard it all over town.
Hate the envy and lies. That was established like maybe an hour ago.
His sons, however, are now part of the band.
On paper, it's very wholesome. I'm not a good teacher. I'm not.
You're a lot worse of a teacher to us than others, though.
Not a good person.
Libertyville's slogan, the spirit of independence, could be the title of Riley's own story.
And it really sort of cements the meaning of the Ike Riley story to date, which is a weaving of a life authentically lived in the place where you actually live it.
Anchored in Libertyville, surrounded by family, with no need to look for happiness anywhere but here.
You can move around all you want. It wasn't going to change what I wrote if I moved to New York or to California. When you free yourself of worrying about what other people think, you can become an artist.
In Libertyville, Mike Lowe, WGN News.